Hi guys, TheRetroGamer here, part of the UK Retro Gaming Hunters, alongside my brother who does the gaming on the PC. I thought I'd start off with another game that I've been playing for a while uh, on another device, on a mobile phone or cell phone if you're anywhere else in the world, which is Pokemon TCG Live. I thought I'd get it for another device. I've got myself another device, and I thought I'd get it and start again, and just have some fun playing it on here with you guys or for you guys. If you've never seen it before, I'll show you how to play it and everything else. As I said, I've restarted it on here, so I'm level 1, as you can see, and you've got your battle passes and everything else, which says here level 1 on the screen, and then you've got your deck, your card decks, and then your deck in the middle. You normally start off with around 6 or 7 decks pre-made already, but when you come into it, they're not going to be valid. So you're going to have just might as well delete them, just get rid of them because they're not going to be valid. So you're going to have to restart getting all the cards again. You can play against other people online around the world. If you doesn't matter if you win, doesn't matter if you lose, whatever. You play the match, you level up, go through the battle pass, and you hit milestones or whatever it is going to name that. You get booster packs and you get new cards. Now, if you play the Pokemon TCG game yourself, like the actual proper card game like I do, you can buy the booster packs and you get in them the QR codes that you can scan on the device inside the shop, which is on the game itself. You've got different things on here now. You've got the one called Build and Battle, which is up at the top right corner there, which you build a deck. I can't remember how many cards you can only have in that deck, and you can use the cards that you've only got. You can't use any others and the ones you have, and it's a limited amount. Now, normally it's 60 or less, no less than 60 and no more than 60, so that you've got to have 60 cards in your deck at all times when you're playing the normal TCG Live on here against anybody else, or if you're playing it properly as in the actual proper card game. But I can't remember what it is for the battle and build. I can't remember what that is. I know it's less than 60. So anyway, we'll get into the game. And I'm going to do a test game on here, test match on here, because I ain't long finished building this deck that I've got. This is a rework of a deck that is already on here. As I said, I had to get rid of it all, everything, because all the cards that are in there, the Pokemon cards that were in there, you couldn't use. They were invalid. So I've got to get some new cards. Luckily, when you start the game up, you do get new cards automatically straight away into your decks, into your folder and that else, so you can then build a deck around it. Now, the deck that I'm using at the moment is I've nicknamed Raging Water. Guess what deck it is? So we'll have a look and I'll show you what I've got in here. If you move me a second, I'll move my screen up. There we go. So as you can see in here, I have got Froakie. So this is a Starmie deck, as well as a Mega Starmie deck, as well as a Mega Greninja EX. So this is a Mega Greninja, Mega Starmie EX deck. I've got in here, I've got 3 of the Froakies. I have 2 of the Frogadiers. I have 3 Mega Greninjas, which I might change. I might get rid of one and only have 2. See how it happens. I've got 3 Staryus, and I have 3 Mega Starmies, which is the main attacker for this deck. So then, of course, it's where I might play about it bit by bit. Now, normally you'd have 4 Buddy Puffins, but I've got 2 in here. Buddy Puffins, it says I'm there. It's a trainer item card. It says search your deck for 2 basic Pokemon with 70 HP or less and put them onto your bench and then shuffle your deck. Now, I've got Froakie, which is a 70 HP, and my Staryu, which is 70 HP. So those are the only ones I can put on the deck, on the bench, out of the deck into play with Buddy Puffin. Hence why I've only put 2 in there. And then obviously you've got Energy Recycler, which allows you to shuffle 5 basic energy cards from your discard pile back into your deck. I have in this deck, I think it's 11 or 12 waters and a couple of other water types now. I'll get around to it in a second. Also, as well, I've got Energy Retrieval, which is put 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile back into your hand, so you can then redo that again. Have them back in, and I've got in 3 of the Mega Signals. Now, Mega Signals allows you to search for any Mega Evolution Pokemon, reveal it, put it in your hand, shuffle the deck. So that will help get out Mega Greninja EX and also my Mega Starmie EX. Also, as well, Night Stretcher. Night Stretcher allows you to put a Pokemon or a basic energy card from your discard pile back into your hand. So if you're running out of energy, it's in your discard pile, you pick it up, or 1 basic, so it's either going to be my Froakie or it's going to be my Staryu. Also, as well, I've got 2 Pokepads in here. You search your deck for a Pokemon that doesn't have a rule box, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Pokemon EX, Pokemon V, etc. have rule boxes, so it doesn't allow for Mega Greninja or Mega Starmie EX. I can only put in either Froakie, Frogadier, or Staryu from the graveyard, from my deck, sorry, into my hand. I've also got in here 4 rare candies. Again, I might reduce the rare candies down. I'm not too sure yet, because rare candy allows you to choose 1 basic Pokemon that you have in play. If it's been down for 1 turn, you can evolve the basic Pokemon straight into the second or third form of, into your second form, isn't a third one. What am I on about? Into your second form of Pokemon, the last form, which obviously normally is sometimes, or into the stage 2, it says on there, straight from your hand, straight onto the field. So it allows you to do that. Now, I've said I've got 4 in there. I might reduce that. I don't know yet. Also, as well, Ultra Ball. Discard 2 cards from your hand, and you search for a basic Pokemon. Reveal it, put it in your hand, so on and so forth. So then again, as I said, I've got my Buddy Puffins, which I've got 2 of, and I've got 4 Ultra Balls, which I may again downgrade to either 3 or 2. See what happens. Also, as well, I've got Battle Cage in here. Now, Battle Cage prevents all damage counters from being placed on bench Pokemon by effects of attacks and abilities from opponents' Pokemon, which includes yours and your opponent's. Now, this is where I made the mistake. I played this on the other game, on the other device. So I've got this again, and yeah, that has an ability. And that has an ability where you're able to put counters or damage counters on your bench opponent's Pokemon. I forgot I had Battle Cage in play, which completely annihilated the whole thing. So I may get rid of Battle Cage and put in a stadium card. Hopefully I've got it. If I haven't, then I'm going to be a little bit stuck, which is going to be Surfing Beach, I believe it's called, which is for water-type Pokemon. I've got in here as well 2 boss orders, which allows you to switch out one of your opponent's bench Pokemon to the active spot. So basically, if your opponent's got a heavy hitter on their side and it's doing damage to you, you can call that back, switch it over from one of your other opponent's Pokemon from the bench to the active spot. If it's got a lower HP, you can take it out easier. Also, as well, in here, I have got Dawn. Dawn allows you to search for a basic Pokemon Stage 1 and a Stage 2 Pokemon and reveal them. So basically, I can get out, if I haven't got one already, a Staryu and a Mega Starmie EX straight into my hand by using Dawn. Or I can get out a Froakie and a Frogadier from the deck straight into my hand if I haven't got one. So basically, I'm searching for cards, basically. And then we have Judge. Now, Judge is a replacement for... I can't remember the name of the card now. It's going to bug me. But anyway, all the players on here will know what I'm about. It's a replacement card for another supporter where each player shovels their hand into the deck and draws 4 cards. It's a replacement card for one of the other supporters out there, and I really can't remember what it's called. It's gone out of my head. And then we got Elena's Aid. Put 3 of in any combination of Pokemon that does not have a rule box or basic energy cards from your discard pile back into your hand. So basically, you get to have your cards back in your hand if they get KO'd. And then we have Lily's Determination, which you shuffle your hand and then you draw 6. If you don't like the hand you've got nothing to play, draw 6. But if you have all 6 prize cards remaining still on the board, you get to draw 8 cards instead of the 6. Also as well, I put in Team Rocket Petrol. You search for your deck for a trainer card, doesn't matter what it is, reveal it, put it into your hand for your deck. So again, if you've got Team Rocket in your hand, Team Rocket Petrol in your hand, but you've got a real dead hand and you want to bring out Lilies, you play Petrol, bring out Lily. But unfortunately, because you played Petrol already, it's a supporter card, you can only play 1 supporter card per turn. I'd have to wait till next time round before I can play that. And now I've got in here, I've got Air Balloon, which is a Pokemon tool. Reduces the cost of the Pokemon this card is attached to by 2 less energy. Which means I get to retreat my Pokemon from the active spot back to the bench without paying the cost. Now, I've got another one in here as well, which is Neo Upper Energy. Now, this is a special card, and it's called an Ace Spec, and you're going to have 1 Ace Spec card in your hand, in your deck, and it's a item card, and you can see it is like a purpley pink, and it says as long as this card is attached to a Pokemon, it provides energy or 1 energy. If this card is attached to a Stage 2 Pokemon, this card provides every type of energy, but provides only 2 energy at a time. So, if I attach it to one of my Stage 2 Pokemon, I get to attack with this ability, or with its attack without actually physically having the energy cards in my hand. And as I said, as you can see, I have 12 water energy in my deck. Now then, let's see how this goes. So I'm going to do a test deck and see how this runs. Again, this is going to be a test. It's not probably an on-game match. I'm just seeing how this runs and see if I need to tweak it bit by bit. And we'll go on and see what happens with that. Here we go. Now, this is basically what it is. You come like this, you get heads, you get choose heads or tails. But mainly, if I choose heads, it goes tails. If I take tails, it goes heads. Sometimes I get lucky. Let's see what happens. I'll go tails this time. Flipping the coin, and it's tails. Okay, so I get to choose if I go first or second. Now, normally, you like to try and go second if you can, because if you go first, you can't attack in your first turn. But you can still equip stuff like energy to your Pokemon if you have it, but you can't attack. If you go second, you can attack straight away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say no, I'm going to go second on this turn and see what happens. So don't forget, I'm playing against the AI. I'm not playing against an actual person. So let's see what happens. I'm going to bring the camera down. No, actually, I'm going to leave the camera there. That's a nice little place there. I'm just going to. So here we go. So I've got no basic Pokemon in my hand. Great. So in other words, I didn't have any Stage 1 Pokemon or basic Pokemon in my hand. That's what I had in my hand. If that happens, it's called a mulligan. So you have to put all your cards back into your deck, shuffle your deck, and you redraw 7 Pokemon cards from your hand. From the deck, and it says now I have 2 basics. I have Froakie, or I have Staryu. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put in Froakie in the active spot, and I'm going to end my turn. Now I could have put Staryu in there if I wanted to, but I'm not too sure what my opponent is going to play. And obviously it's the AI. I can't. There. It's that one. Precipitity. I still can't pronounce his name. I have a learning difficulty. I have dyslexia. Now, he's just played a switch card, which allows me to switch the Pokemon from his active spot to the bench, and the one from the bench to the active spot. And he also played the Tactical Machine, which evolves a Pokemon on his side, which he didn't have. So I can't see why he did that, actually. Now, I know it's only the AI, but the AI can sometimes still beat me. So here we go. Right, there we are. Look. So, I mean, I've got a decent enough hand to do what I want, but I ain't got what I really need. I've got 2 energy, I've got a battle cage, I have a boss, and as I said, I have Team Rocket Petrol. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go Team Rocket Petrol. I can grab any trainer card I want. So I am going to grab Lily's Determination, which I'll be able to play for next time round, just in case. I'm going to equip an energy to Staryu, and then I'm going to end my turn. So let's see what happens now. Let's see what the opponent's going to play. Oh, oh, I know this deck. Right, this one is a pain in the bum. Active ability on it is coin bonus. Once during your turn, you may draw a card. If this Pokemon is in the active spot, you get to. Well, yeah, he does that. He just basically helps you draw cards, which is basically what he does as well. But it doesn't have to be in the active spot. But that's what his ability is. But he gets to draw 3 cards. That's if you only have your Pokemon or you KO the active Pokemon on your opponent's side. Now, I haven't got many decent cards here. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to do that. And I'm going to play my Lily's Determination. And get a new hand of 8. There we go. Now, I've got another Lily. That's not bad. That's not bad. I've got another Froakie there, which I can use if I wanted to. Now, I've got Air Balloon there as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to equip my Air Balloon to my Froakie just in case. I'm going to use Ultra Ball, which is going to allow me to search for a Pokemon in my deck. So I'm going to get Froakie out the way. And I think I'm going to get rid of Battle Cage as well. So let's do that. And I am going to get my Mega Starmie EX. And I can now summon Mega Starmie EX. And I am going to retreat for nothing because I have Air Balloon to my Froakie, and I'm going to come in with an attack. And Mega Starmie EX has got an ability. It's called Jetting Blow. I get to choose to put 50 damage on any of my opponent's Pokemon, whilst doing 120 damage to my opponent's active Pokemon. Now there's one there which is a 50 HP, so 120, 50. And there comes my first prize card, and let's have number 6, shall we? See what that one is. What does it give me? Let's have a look. Mega Greninja. Okay, not bad. Mega Greninja. Now, you can see the AI wasn't happy with me there. So I know it's the AI, but I'm going to do this. Hey, that's my avatar. So here we go. Now, he's played a card, Arvin, which is an old card that isn't really allowed to be played anymore, but because it's an AI and you're training, you're testing, they can use the cards, any card they want in the Pokemon universe, where we can't. So, yeah, everything should be updated at the same time, I think. That's what I personally think. Alright, so they've got Togepi down. Oh, tried to activate the ability and didn't work. Right, there's my Neo Upper Energy. Now then, I'm going to I'm going to put an energy on there. And I've got no other cards I can really do with that. I don't really want to judge, because they've got 4 cards already. So I'm just going to play my other Lily's Determination. Put these back into the deck. Draw another 6. And then I have my Buddy Puffin, and I have Frogadier. So I can evolve Froakie into Frogadier. And I'm going to play Buddy Puffin, I think. And I'm going to put down the Staryu and then the Froakie. There we go. Just like that. And I am going to attack yet again with Jetting Blow. And I am going to take out the Ghoul and evolve into the active spot. So get rid of that. And this time I think I'm going to take number 5. Here we go. See what we get. I got Staryu. Okay. Oh, there we go. I said, I know it's only the AI I'm playing against, they're doing the test deck, but I thought this would be a better way of trying to show you how to play the game if you've never played it before. And interesting. And there we go. It's just used boss's orders, which means he's just swapped out my Mega Starmie for Staryu, and he's just used the ability. And there we go. He's just drawing 2 and then draw 3. So he's drawing 5 cards. There goes Togetic. Just vote Togetic. And he's using Ultra Ball. And he's just searched for 2 new cards. Put them in, and now he's going to, and he misses the ability. Okay, right. Well, fine. That's fine with me. Right. Okay. So what I can do now is I can do this. Now this is just something I can do. So now I can put that in and evolve my Grenadier into my Mega Greninja, and I am going to just retreat my Staryu for Starmie, yet again, Mega Starmie, EX. Because they didn't have the balloon attached, unfortunately, I had to pay the cost. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use Lily. So I'm going to use my third Lily to get a new hand of 6. And the cards I don't really need, so that's fun. Okay, let's do Ultra Ball, and I'm just literally gonna Ultra Ball away my 2 candies. And I'm going to get Frogadier, I think. And for that, I can now evolve with a Froakie to Frogadier. This is just as a backup, just in case, to see what happens. But I'm now going to do Jetty Blow yet again. And I am going to take out that Togekiss. I think we're trying to evolve into Togekiss. There goes that one, which means I get to choose 2 prize cards, so I'll take 4 and 1. And I get Air Balloon and Dawn. Okay, nice. And there we go. I was not happy with it. There we go. I knew it was going to be evolved into Togekiss. Knew that was going to happen. I saw it happening. Now I'm going to bring out the 3. There we are. It's just drawing 3 cards because I defeated and KO'd his Pokemon in the active spot. So Specificity came into play. Then drew on 3 cards. Now he's going to hit me hard now. Cruel Arrow. There you go, 100. So he's still got 230 HP to go. And there's my Mega Evolution, Mega Signal, which I don't really need. Actually, I might do, actually. I'm going to put Air Balloon on that. I'm going to use Mega Signal. And I'm going to get out my other Mega Star EX, just in case, because you never know what happens here. I'm going to evolve that. And I'm going to evolve into my second Mega Greninja. And what I'm going to do... Actually, no, I don't think I needed to do that, because I had to put energy onto Mega Greninja number 1. You know what, I'm going to Lily's Determination, see what I do get in my hand. I do Lily. Okay, not bad really. Right, so, because it's only got... I know it's only got a bit, but I can take out that specificity. I'm sure I can, unless I've got my calculations wrong. As I said, I've got dyslexia, so my maths is not the cleverest thing in the world. I can do up to 200 damage, so leave it with 10. Use the ability. I'm going to say yes, I'm going to do the extra damage. So, leaving 10 on it, 1 energy card back in my hand, and there we go. Now, as you can see, they I didn't know they did that. They put their field card down, which is Eventia. During once during each player's turn, that can put 2 basic energy, electric energy cards from the discover hand. Now, I haven't got electric energy cards in my deck because I'm playing with water, so that's what they're doing there now. Is playing that. So let's do this, shall we? Let's do this. I am just going to do a normal attack, I think. So put an energy back onto Mega Greninja. I am then going to do this. No, I don't need to. Just going to do the 120 damage. Wipe it. And here comes my first 2 prize cards. So, as you can see there, the way you win in the game is that you either KO your opponent's Pokemon completely, so there's nothing on the active spot or in the bench at all. That's the way you win. Also, as well, by taking prize cards from your all 6 prize cards from your prize zone. That's another way of winning. Now, I'm hoping this gave you a little bit of an insight. Tiny little video. This is the first one I've done on here, so it's more like an intro video. So I hope you liked it. If you have, thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the like button for me. If this is your first time watching the videos and your first time on the channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Also, as well, don't forget to share the videos. It'll help the channel grow. We are a brand new gaming channel for YouTube. Yes, there are thousands out here already, but we thought we'd give it a go. Also, as well, we're going to be planning on doing other things as well on this channel, not just gaming. We're going to see if we can go game hunting as well, if we can get a chance to. But at the moment, I haven't been able to at this precise moment. And so, yeah, so thank you so much for coming in. I'm one half of the UK Gaming Hunters, the Retro Gamer. I'll see you soon in the next video, guys. Bye for now. Thanks for coming in.